So welcome to my soft lock tutorial. So I did speed this video up because I really just did everything step by step. I really didn't switch anything up, and I did zoom in on some parts for you to be able to really see what I'm doing. Right here, I've already started on her head, of course. So I was just snipping some ugly loose pieces, and then I go through with foam lotion and I rub it through just to make sure that it's nice and neat. Just because personally, I like the neat look in the beginning because the older they look, the more natural they look. So I always try to make sure they look really, really neat when you leave my chair. Just so, you know, once they do start to look a little old and stuff, it looks really, really good and not, you know, messed up. So yeah, I'm just rubbing through the foam lotion and stuff like that. And at this point, I'm at the top of her head. So right here, I'm just parting a small section here. Two of these parts will be triangle, then one square, and that's just because of the part of the angle. So that's why those parts will look like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this section parted up really nice, and then I usually go ahead and braid it up, and then I add the lock and then wrap. So I'll let you guys watch this part, and then I'll come back in when I get to adding the lock. Alright, so I'm almost ready to add the lock in there. I finished parting and braiding up the hair. So as you can tell, I kind of do a little loose braid kind of at the top, and then the rest of it's pretty tight. So I parted this section into 4 sections. I typically don't like to use jam, so I did use Eco Gel just to make sure that my parts are nice and neat. So I'm just braiding her hair all the way down to the ends. And then once I finish up this section, that's when I just go through and I add my lock. Now that we have those braids right there, I'm going to go ahead and get the lock for you. You just open up that loop, take your crochet needle, and you go in and you add your lock in there, and then you tie it with your hair. That's the hair that I'm going to use to wrap it. So I wrap the top about 2 or 3 good times really, really tight. And then I'm going to just make my way on down, making sure that I have all of her hair covered and make sure that the lock is blended. Now, I know I started this lock off pretty far, so you really can't see what's going on minus the wrapping. But best believe, no worries. I'm actually going to do a part where I zoom in so you can see it very well what I'm doing. But I just wanted to make sure you guys kind of see the wrapping more so on this part, and then I'm going to zoom in so you guys see how I attach my lock. But yeah, you'll just wrap all the way down, and usually I know a lot of people glue their ends. I typically don't like to glue the ends. I just wrap it really, really tight at the end, and then I smush it in between my hands, and I just roll it to make sure that it's nice, neat, and tight. So as you can see, I'm almost to a point where you guys can see. So again, you just open up that loop, stick your crochet needle in, and then needle into the hair. And then you just pull your braid through to tie it together. And then you get your wrap hair. You start at the top, wrap about 2 or 3 times to get it very secure. And then you just wrap your way down. So you guys have a better view now. Now that I've got to this lock, but I'm about to get to the part where I zoom in so you can really see how I locked that lock in there with her natural hair. And that's all for watching. Thanks for watching lock tutorial. So as you can see, again, you're gonna open that loop up. You're gonna grab your crochet needle, and then you just stick it through there, attach the lock. Make sure you close the crochet needle, pull it through, and then you grab the end of the braid there, and you pull it on through, and then you make sure it's locked in like that. And then you get your wrapping hair. And then with your wrapping hair, like I mentioned 2 times before, at the top, you're going to wrap around 2 or 3 times really tight just to ensure that your lock is in place and you're covering up the little piece of knot that'll be up there. And then you wrap all that.